soldiers, but women. So this has been going on for some time now. I mean, Gaza became an open-air prison almost immediately after Israel became a nation in 1948. If you study the events of that time, the Israelis had a policy of depopulating the Palestinian lands, territories that were populated by Palestinian people, either killing them, and they killed thousands of them, or driving them out. And 700,000+ were ethnically cleansed in this manner, many of which were sent to Gaza, right. The first installation as an open-air prison. And since that time, there's been ebbing and flowing in terms of Israel and Gaza, et cetera. But recently, it has become a sticky point because Hamas, this organization, it labels itself a resistance organization. Israel, the United States, Europe, and others labeled it a terrorist organization. We just need to reflect that Samuel Adams and the Sons of Liberty were called terrorists by the British back before in the time of the American Revolution. Menachem Begin was a member of the Irgun organization that blew up the King David Hotel and killing hundreds of British, not just soldiers, but women, children. It was a terrorist organization, but the Israelis labeled them as freedom fighters. So it depends on your perspective. I would imagine that for the vast majority of the people living inside Gaza and many of the Arabs around the world, they don't view Hamas as a terrorist organization. We know that Recep Erdogan, the president of Turkey, certainly doesn't. He just gave a speech where he called them freedom fighters, mujahideen, people fighting for the cause of resistance against Israel. But, basically, the Palestinian people in recent times had their aspirations for nationhood put on the back burner. Some would even say that it's been taken off the stove altogether. The Abrams Accord, which is a Trump-era agreement seeking to normalize relations between Israel and the Arab world, was predicated on the notion that Israel would, work toward some form of Palestinian statehood, but it's lip service only. The reality of the Abrams Accord is they just steal more land from the Palestinians. It's unacceptable. But because Israel